Hello Gemini, Gemini Rising, and Gemini Moon people, this is your monthly astrological and not monthly. I did the monthlies a little bit ago, so I'm still kind of like in monthly mode. It's your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week of February 27th, 2017. Speaking of monthlies, though, I did do your monthlies. You should go check out your monthly horoscopes. They're on their own special playlist on the main channel page. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below or go to integrativemysticism.com. Okay, let's just get started. So, when it comes to your astrology for the week, we've got a very nice week. In fact, early on, we've got Mars in your 11th house of friendship and social networking, forming a very charming connection to Jupiter, currently retrograde in your 5th house of love, romance, and relationships with your children. And what's interesting here is we've got, I'm calling this the backup, I'm calling this the cavalry kind of, connection, because when Mars and Jupiter come together, we do kind of have that extra assistance. Mars is always the champion, it's the warrior, it's the, it's not the sidekick, but it's kind of like, this is the person I go to, this is the person I count on, this is my guy, or this is my girl, like this is my right hand. And we have your right hand person kind of showing up in a really strong way early this week, helping you when it comes to possibly finding love, or maybe just boosting your love, doing something nice for your love life if you're already coupled, or even helping you out in a situation that relates to your children. And again, a lot of this cavalry stuff seems to come up because we're trying to cultivate some loyalty in the zodiac right now, with a lot of folks. Because when things get stressful, and believe me, it's been stressful astrologically, people lose their loyalty. They kind of go into wounded, caged animal mode. Prey instinct takes over, and there's not a whole lot of good going on there. So you've got to be open to this. Again, your right-hand man, your right-hand girl is basically going out of their way for you in a way that may find you new love, or maybe in a way that will help you heal a love relationship that's being challenged right now, or even a relationship with one of your kids. And this is actually a gorgeous opportunity for your second family is building around you early on this week. So I just wanted to share the good news, and I want you to be ready and excited for it, just like I am for you. Later on in the week, we've got Mercury, currently going through Pisces, your 10th house of career. But it's going to be connecting to Neptune in this area. It's going to be like a Friday-Saturday angle. And it's kind of murky. I'm telling everyone it's pretty murky, because with Mercury likes to, it's a very erudite, articulate, and, an intellectual planet. And Neptune is very, very whimsical, it's very, very imaginative, it's very, very emotional. Sometimes it can be a little bit tipsy in the way it works. And it's kind of a symptom of this time of year from about February 17th to about March 15th. And I've kind of already observed a lot of that. Some folks have just had a really hard time actually putting into crystallized words what their intentions are. And this might be a challenge when it comes to work and career. We may be having to find a way to suss out exactly what a boss, a client, or a customer is trying to ask of us. Things are not very clear. Communications are getting muddled. We've got, look at me. We've got policies being all wishy-washy. We've got things becoming almost too fluid to function. And so this week it's important to focus on finding ways to stay grounded and help other people get grounded as well. Or else it could be a really, really confusing end of the week, and frustrating at that at the office. So what's going on with your cards then? Well, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the King of the Darkwood Elves, and this is talking about knowing how to vet people. Okay, this is a card that's all about credibility, but also understanding where, qualifications. And again, vetting people where, are they good for it, are they not good for it? Is this person presenting themselves honestly? Can they live up to their boasts? And you're going to have to be doing a lot of that this week, because I think that sometimes when we have Mercury and Neptune get together, people can be a bit deceptive. Sometimes even be a bit grandiose. That fake it till you make it. Well, the problem is the word fake is still in there. And I think that with the King of the Darkwood Elves, it's basically saying this week you've got to make sure not to take everything so much at their word when people are putting on a good show. And you need to be able to, again, know how to identify and accept a person when they're showing you who they truly are, even though they're trying to show you who they want you to think they are. And that could be a big lesson. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the Sun card upright. So, okay, end of the week aside, the Sun card upright is saying this is still going to be a fairly easy week financially. In fact, the Sun card upright can be a card of success. But again, things coming easy, things coming in a relaxed way. The Sun card upright could actually say a lot of you job-seeking Geminis out there may find the job this week, either beginning our interview or perhaps you don't know it yet, but the application you're filing is the one that gets you hired. And that's the nice thing about the Sun. It's sort of like just an innocent turn of events that turns into this wonderful, again, glorious success. And when it comes to the, those of you who are currently, just curious about money, or you're already working, the Sun card upright says easy is coming. Okay, something is coming easier to you, whether we've been trying to get money coming our way, maybe we were trying to, negotiate a payout, we're trying to get money from like a settlement or a lawsuit, maybe we're trying to collect on invoices and people are paying late, getting money that's owed to us that we've loaned out. And the Sun card upright is saying people are much more ready, willing, and able to actually keep on that schedule, keep on that obligation, and honor that contract this week. And the Sun card upright may actually say there may even be some peace brought to a situation where there could have been some conflict over how money is being shared with others in your life. So we've got a good start here, real good start. Oh yeah. For your communications with air, we do have the Two of Wands upright. This could be a nice card for a lot of you who, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, your social life, the others in your life, if you're trying to get some kind of big plan off the ground, whether it's a big project that you're working on together, or maybe you're kind of trying to do, to recruit somebody to help you out, you're trying to plan like a vacation, we have the Two of Wands showing up as like a pact or a promise, that handshake deal. It's that gentleman's handshake on your honor kind of pact. And usually when you see this is not something that gets broken. And again, because it's on the honor system, but it's on everyone's honor. It's like, we want this to work. And the Two of Wands upright says that this might be good for a lot of you who've been waiting for somebody to kind of come around. Like maybe you've been waiting on this person to kind of make this decision, waiting on this person to finally agree to this, and waiting on this person to give us that feedback or to give us their final decision. And the nice thing is whatever we get, we know is for keeps, but I do think that they may be actually in agreement, or, at least saying, yes, I'm down. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Wheel of Fortune card reversed. And this card is basically saying, pay attention, Gemini, to where we might be taking too lax or too surrendery of an attitude. Yes, I said surrendery. Because the Wheel of Fortune reverse can talk about where, there are lessons in life that we have to be okay with being in the driver's seat. Sometimes we have a tendency to think that surrender is like this virtuous, spiritual idea that if we just do that, we'll always be okay. Well, we do have a responsibility to be, co-creators enacting our will as well. And the challenge this week with the Wheel of Fortune reversed is to know when to, get involved again, and to know when to, again, take that driver's seat. We've got a lot of cards and a lot of energy here that's basically saying we may have surrendered too long, we may have actually kind of been too passive too long. And so this week it's important to kind of re-engage. Too much of a hands-off attitude may actually cause things to stall for longer than we want. Usually we don't want anything to stall ever. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Star card upright. Lovely card romantically, because the Star card is talking about a new love opportunity that might not be ready to be realized just yet, but it's still on the table and it's still there. Okay, so when we talk about that, what does that mean? Well, basically, do we meet somebody we have this wonderful chemistry and compatibility with, but we just can't start dating this week, we can't go out this week, we can't go out for a drink this week. It's just no good, schedules are clashing, whatever. We'll have to cash in on this later. That might be perfectly acceptable. The Star card upright can also indicate maybe even a partner or a crush starting to put in some groundwork for a big development for the two of you, something you've been working on for a long time together. Now, yes, remember, Venus is going retrograde in your 11th house, so make sure that we're not trying to rush anything. But with the Star card upright, whatever we're laying the groundwork for, whether it's, again, finding a way to kind of start a new, I guess you could say a new age for our relationship, a new pastime, a new bonding opportunity, maybe revving something up that's been atrophying a little bit lately. The star card upright says we finally have that good, slow, diligent, but consistent and assuring groundwork being put in this week there. And again, there will be a cash-in on it later on this month. So that is your forecast. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you'd like to get a session, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.